Hi, my name is Jess Val Ortiz, and today I'm with It Girl to talk about the most searched questions about me. And this is Search Bar. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. What is Jess Val Ortiz known for? I think the internet knows me from my crazy psycho TikToks. I've made a lot of fast speed skits back in 2022, and that is kind of like whenever things started to snowball for me. And now I like to sing. I'm a theater girl. I moved to New York to pursue theater, be on Broadway one day, and so that's the next chapter that I'm working towards, which I'm really excited about. Where is Jess from? So Jess is from Morristown, New Jersey, and I moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania whenever I was 2 years old, and I grew up there in a small town an hour north of Pittsburgh. And then I went to college. I went to Penn State University, and I pursued musical theater there, and I got my degree, my bachelor's in fine arts. And then after COVID, I ended up moving to Virginia for a year, and now I'm back here living in New York City. How do you feel about people from New Jersey who say they're from New York? Okay, fine, confession. That's literally me. Okay, here, I'm just going to tell everyone now because it's just time. I live in Jersey City, and you guys literally just caught me, which is hilarious. So yeah, I live in Jersey City. It's a whole story that we can get into another time, but I really do enjoy living in Jersey City. It's great. A dream of mine would be to live in Manhattan one day, and so I'll let you know whenever that day comes. But I think that's hilarious. But I have no judgment. I love my New Jersey people. I'm from New Jersey, and it makes sense that I live in New Jersey. So I live one train stop away from New York City. I really do. I live like very close to the water. I'm not gonna give my full address away, but I live in the 6th borough, okay? Jeez. When did you first start to blow up online? So I downloaded TikTok back in 2020, and that was really cool. That was when, well, the pandemic wasn't cool, but TikTok was cool, and so I got on that. After downloading the app and making content on there, I ended up gaining 1 million followers in 6 months, which I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then it wasn't until that following summer in 2021, whenever I started doing a lot of crazy skits online. And in that summer, that's when I gained like 6 million followers, which was crazy. I was not expecting that. And then I was able to do content full time and be silly for a living, which has been so much fun. And I love my job, and I will probably do it until I can no longer do it, which hopefully that will never happen. I love acting. I've always been an actress, and I also love singing, and I love singing on my platform as well. So check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. Do you identify your content as millennial cringe? Yeah, I do. And that's fine. I'm proud of it. I know my lane, and I stay in it. So that's all I have to say. If you own something, then like, who cares? I know I can be hot and cringe at the same time. Why not both? Two things can be true at once, okay? And that's what people don't realize. So, yes. Are you addicted to sped up videos? I don't know if I'm addicted to it, but I have fun doing them. And I love watching the back. I'm like, oh my God, how does my body move that way? How does my voice sound so crazy? It's just fun. It's funny. Like I guess this is something that this generation really likes. They really like the fast speed type of videos because no one has any damn attention span anymore. And so like, I get it. Are you ever serious? Yeah. I actually cry in like a lot of my interviews. One of my first interviews that I posted on TikTok, I met up with my friend. Her name's Sophie Barron, and she has a show called The Conversationalist, and she was asking me like really deep questions about my past. And one thing that we had talked about is that my parents, they very heavily encouraged me to get work done on my body, and that kind of like fucked me up a little bit. And like, I've gotten a nose job before, I got a breast reduction, and that was really intense. And so I talked about that on her show, and I was just crying in the whole clip. But yeah, I love talking about serious things. It's about balance. But everything you see online, like, isn't the full picture, right? Like, there are definitely lots of sides of myself that I would love to share with the world. I guess maybe I just haven't figured out how to share it with the world, because there's a lot of things that are important, like my mental health and body image, positivity. I think that's also very important to me, especially as a performer, someone who has danced my whole life and have, you know, been told to like look like a twig as like a ballerina and stuff. So yeah, that's a little deep, but yes, I can be serious. See everything we just talked about just now? Have you ever auditioned for Broadway? Yeah, many times. It's been humbling, but also like I will do it until the day I die, because theater, I feel like, is the reason why I was put on this earth. Last year, I had 3 huge Broadway auditions, callbacks. I went in for Satine and Moulin Rouge. I was called back 3 times for that. And then I was called in for Roxy Hart in Chicago on Broadway, which was crazy. And then I also was called back for Elphaba on Broadway and the national tour. And that was wild, like the hardest things I've ever done. I fought tooth and nail for those roles. I put so much time, so much training, voice lessons, acting classes into those. And if those opportunities come to me again, you know for sure that I will be working my booty off again. So just chasing that dream. How do you deal with internet hate? It's not, honestly, well, as cringy as my content can be, I haven't dealt with much hate. Like, if someone's just calling me ugly or stupid, like, I think that's just like tasteless, classless. Like, I kind of just look at that and I laugh at it, because as long as I'm not doing anything wrong or hurting anyone, that's all that matters to me. Like, if someone's just insulting me, like, for some reason, I don't really like let that get to me. It doesn't really mean anything, because like, I know how I feel about myself, and if some person who's living in their parents' basement who has no job and wants to tell me that I have wrinkles or that I'm ugly or that I'm fat or whatever, like, okay, whatevs. Is Jess a Swiftie? No. But I like Taylor Swift. I like her music. What are your predictions for Taylor Swift's wedding? Divorce? Has a creator ever stolen one of your ideas? Ooh. I made a video. It got like 17 million views on TikTok. And it's about how people cheat, like how women would find out that their man cheated on them before, and it was like finding a pair of earrings, finding a bra on the floor, versus how women in 2025 figure out that their man is cheating. And it's like, you see like an Octobuddy on the mirror, like an Octobuddy marking. And frame by frame, this girl, it's like, I don't even want to say her name because I don't even want to give her the recognition, but this girl, you can search the internet for this, drama, because this was drama, literally copied my video, word by word, frame by frame, edit by edit, music, everything. I was so offended, but I think she's just like a rage baiter. Like, I don't even think she does anything authentically online. I think she just steals people's content and like, that's it. So I was like, okay, well, if this is her thing, great, but I was so annoyed at that. But whatever, I guess there's no rules on TikTok. Like, people do that all the time, and I think it's really tacky. Have you ever taken another creator's ideas? So here's the thing. I don't want to say that I've taken an idea, but you know, there's trends, there's, you know, things that I always make sure to credit someone if like they think of like a skit idea, and then what I do is like, I'll maybe take the idea and then write my own script, or I will improvise like my own version of that concept. But if I do end up doing like a trend or something like that from another creator, then I'll make sure to credit them, because I think that's just what you do on the internet. How do you come up with your TikTok videos? Sometimes I will literally take a day offline. I will walk around New York City, I'll hang out with my friends, and any type of like relatable, awkward situation that will happen with them, or maybe with my family, especially my mom, I will clock a moment that I'll have with them, and I have a notes app on my phone, I'll write it down. And so I just try to think of like crazy, relatable type of scenarios that I experience in my everyday life. That's how I mostly do it. Is just friends with haleyybaylee. Oh, she was one of my first friends that I made moving to New York. We actually have a really funny story of how we first met. We met at a New York Fashion Week event a couple of years ago, and she and I were going to a Sherry Hill show, and she was like, you wanna split a cab? And I was like, sure. And so we got into the cab, and I had to change, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but I have to change in the backseat of this cab. And she was like, okay, yeah, no problem. And I the dress wasn't really fitting, and the zip was not going up, and so I'm butt naked in the back of this cab, and she is helping me zip my dress. I'm like, this is so crazy. The fact that I just met this girl and she is witnessing all this right now. And so I have this piece of cloth over me. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? This dress isn't zipping. And so we go outside, and her friend was standing on the corner, and her friend start zipping up this dress. We're teaming up together to get it, and we finally got it, and it was crazy, and we quote that story often. So yeah, she's real great. She's someone I really look up to as a content creator, and I truly don't think anyone works harder than her. How does she pay for her apartment? Oh my God. How? Girl, like I said, she's a hard worker, and she gets that work. How did I meet my boyfriend? Hinge. No, but honestly, Hinge is just the way to do it. If you're single and you're living in the city or New Jersey, Hinge is great because I found the love of my life there, and he's really great, and we're living happily ever after. Does your boyfriend like being in TikToks? He does. No, he really does. He has a chill corporate job, and so I don't know, things are a little bit more strict over there. So he tries to keep a low profile these days. But he's always down. If I ever want him to be in something with me, he's very supportive, and he likes to play around. What was your worst experience with an NYC influencer? I'm gonna be dead ass. The influencers here in the city are really cool. I've had very few bad experiences. Everyone's just such a hard worker, and is in their own lane, and is so focused on what they want to do, and they're also very supportive of others, and so I really admire that. I think everyone's really been wonderful. What was the last Instagram account you looked up? Oh, it was Lucas Gage, who's here right now in the studio. So maybe he'll come by and say hi. That would be cool. What was the last text you sent? Okay, maybe this is a text conversation that me and my friends are having right now that they're all sending me texts about. So my friend is newly single, and she said that this dude slid into her DMs, and she's like, I don't know if he's straight or gay. And so she just flat out asked him if he's straight. And I guess he is straight, so she wants to pursue him. So that's tea. What's next for Jess Val Ortiz? So me and Daniela Karagoch from Dancing with the Stars, we are releasing a new line of jewelry with Dainty by Daniela, which I am so excited. And we have very cute dog, cat earrings, a music note to symbolize my love for music and theater. And also I am half Puerto Rican as well. And so we have the Puerto Rican cookie frog, and they come in gold and silver stud earrings, and I'm really excited for you guys to see them and try them and making more content, making people smile, and you'll see me on Broadway one day. Thank you so much, It Girl, for having me today. You can find me here on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube, and I'll see you very soon. Oh man, that didn't look cool. I don't know if this is a TikTok trend, but it's just something that people do on TikTok, and they're like they do this thing with their face. They're like, I have no idea what that is, but that makes my skin crawl.